First 2 months of the regular season down. What will the final two bring us as we're off in Week 9?
Fielded near the back of the end zone. And this will go as a touchback, and they will begin things at the 25. First time with Raheem Mostert.
And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
2nd and 11 at the 24-yard line.
Ball at the 24 and a 2nd and 11. Garoppolo going to give to Mostert.
They get 9 yards back on the run there, and they're left with a much more makeable 3rd and 2.
33-yard line.
On a 2nd and long, it's really nice to see it all. Offense that has enough confidence to run the football in that situation. I think that goes back to their practice and game planning. They've seen things that they've seen on tape and in previous games that led them to believe that even in a long-distance situation, they can still run the football and gain enough yardage to put themselves in a good spot on 3rd down.
great task. 2 plays in. This is 3rd and 2. From the gun, it's Garoppolo. Got his target, Samuel. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. Garoppolo able to find Samuel there for a Niners first down.
First down, 49ers.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Now Garoppolo. That's going to be caught by Samuel. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. 12 more yards for him there. It's a first down.
49er first down.
So from Rams territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. With Tevin Coleman. And he's going to be stopped up at about the 47-yard line. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground. But I think the play gets made by the defensive front. Because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. There's Garoppolo to throw. Open man is Samuel, complete. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down.
Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people on it.
And with the play clock about to expire, Kyle Shanahan's going to use a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. They had the catch on 2nd down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at 3rd down here. From the gun, Garoppolo. And able to haul it in is Kittle. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Rams' 27-yard line. 18 yards, first down Niners. How about the start throwing the football? 4 for 4 on this opening drive.
Oh, he's slinging it. And oftentimes when you talk about slinging it, you're thinking about a guy throwing it all over the yard, not necessarily accurately. In this case, though, he's honing in on his targets, and he's delivering.
Yeah, the opening script, however they drew it up for this first drive, going to plan so far. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the Rams' 27-yard line.
Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. Here's Mostert. And not much of a hole there as he gets it down to about the 24-yard line. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead.
But you got to give kudos to your offensive line and the guy carrying the ball because they were in a 2nd and long situation. It seemed pretty dire, but they brought it back to 3rd and manageable with that run.
Play number 9 now on this pretty long opening drive, but this is 3rd down. shotgun snap for Garoppolo.
That's caught by Werner, the tight end.
And a pretty nice tackle there, ranging up from his free safety spot as he'll stop him about a yard short.
4th down.
And on their first drive, the offense staying out there. They're going to go for it on 4th. They'll try it now with Mostert. And across the chalk, into the end zone. It's a 49er touchdown.
San Francisco.
Raheem Mostert with touchdown number 20 on the year. And the 49ers drive right down the field and score on the opening drive. And the 49ers grab a 7-0 lead.
Makes the score Niners 7, Rams nothing. Robbie Gould to kick off for San Francisco.
After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away.
Taken at the 15, a short kick. And he won't quite make it to the 25.
The Rams take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
Goff will lead the Rams up here 1st and 10 at their own 24.
Now the first carry for Cam Akers.
And some room to work. They work this well upfield across the 45. A pick up at 24. And that's where the play began, the 24-yard line. Even from up here in the booth, the play-by-play guy could tell that there was some pretty good blocking on the right side of the line.
Well, you have good eyes, and it's almost like a ballet when it's executed that well. Everyone in the right spot, everyone in sync, everyone hitting the perfect notes. A little more percussion and a lot more bass, I would think, than you get your normal ballet. But at the same time, that was well executed.
So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. They'll run. This is Darrell Henderson. And he'll be brought down right at midfield after a gain of only a couple.
Dre Greenlaw on the tackle. 2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8 at the 50-yard line.
After one, 7-0 on EA Sports.
Score Niners 7, Rams nothing.
From the 50, it's gone. This one's incomplete. Andy Isabella was the intended target, and it's 3rd down. Great coverage there all around. Really didn't have many options to throw the football.
Very little chance that one was going to be completed. Every receiver was locked up.
So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8. From the gun, here's Goff. Was Eric Armstead fighting his way through that time to record the sack. And we say it all the time, have to be able to get rid of the ball sooner than that.
You have to help your offensive line out. They're going to protect you as best they can. And if you're getting 3 to 5 seconds to throw the ball, they're doing a really nice job. But when you hold it and give up a sack, you're really almost discrediting their work.
Going to be a 43-yard punt, but a net of just 33 following a 10-yard return. And the Niners will go on offense first and 10. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They'll be looking to duplicate that first drive, the one that got them that 7-0 lead.
Of course they would. And look, they're on the road. So getting the 7-0 lead was huge for them, right? Imagine getting up 2 touchdowns on the road, taking the crowd out of the game. Would be ideal.
Just like that, a pickup of 20 on their first play from scrimmage.
First down, 49ers.
A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for first and 10. They go back to the ground, this time Mostert. And down he goes at the 49, a 3-yard pickup.
The tackle made.
Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Second and 7.
This is Mostert. And some nice running going to get him down close to a first down at the Rams 44. 7 yards there and a first down.
That's a nice run right there, able to get to the outside. And so many times defenses say, okay, we've got you hemmed in. But if you're running the football, at least you know where everyone is coming from. You don't have to worry about the backside at all. That allows you to run with a little bit more confidence as you traverse down the field.
So from Rams territory now, it's first and 10 at the 44-yard line. From the gun, a run with Mostert. And some good tackling there as he stopped up at about the 41. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up. Found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, third down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
That's complete. It's Brandon Ayuk. And he gets it to the 34. Good enough for the first. Garoppolo to Ayuk. First down, 49ers.
First down, San Francisco.
From the 34 now, here's first and 10. A play fake from Mostert, now Garoppolo. And incomplete as he was knocked as he threw it. And it took the ball off course.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
From the 34, they'll come to the line on second and 10. Mostert. A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31. The Niners on third down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. Short. They get him to the ground at the 27. No first down. It'll be a gain of 4, but it won't be enough. It leaves them with a 4th down now. So Garoppolo off. Coming on is the veteran Robbie Gould for the 49er field goal. This from 44 yards out. Left hash. And this one is going to just tuck into the bottom left corner as he gets it to go. And the lead moves to 10-zip. Well, maybe a little bit of an anxious moment there as that ball got closer and closer, but it does curl in.
Yeah, actually did a little bit of a slow dance there with the left upright, didn't it? But had just enough space, as you said, for it to curl in.
Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. Nothing for them yet from an offensive standpoint, down 10-zip as they come up 1st and 10. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
A gain of 2 brings up 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line.
We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half, 10-0 our score. Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman, both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth,
yes,
and he's miles away and smiling.
And happy.
From the 27, Goff. And down he goes. The 49ers get there.
That is Nick Bosa from out on the edge who worked his way in for the sack.
Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
3rd and long. It's gone. Got a man open. It's Tyler Higbee. And he'll be stopped at the 27-yard line, well short of the first down marker. Now San Francisco going to call their 2nd timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. This is away, but boy, headed straight for the sidelines. And this punt goes out of bounds, and it'll be marked inside the 40.
1st and 10 at their own 38-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that well, that doesn't work too well for most teams. Run your offense. Run what you do best. Exactly. Put it all the way down and try to increase your lead in a big way. And the best way to do it, touchdowns.
And a yard.
21. On 2nd down, Mostert.
And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
2nd and 1, and people want to run the football. This is where every back in the league is supposed to do exactly what we just saw there. Pick up the first down.
Garoppolo looks to throw.
That's complete to the tight end, Werner.
And he's got this down a yard or 2 shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
A gain of 9 brings up 2nd and 1.
That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. To throw is Garoppolo. And that'll be incomplete with just 6 seconds left on the clock.
Brandon Ayuk, the one he was looking for.
And it's 3rd and short.
Defended by Jalen Ramsey.
This is 3rd and 1. Very likely 4 down territory, even if they don't get it, though.
They'll try and run here with Mostert.
And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. This from 54 yards away. And this one is right down Broadway. And that will do it for this first half. So we've reached the intermission in what right now is a 13-point game. As we send you to our EA studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. The Rams set to receive the second half kickoff, and they trail here as we resume play.
Takes this about 5 yards deep.
And that has to be so frustrating because you know that they had something set up there for this first drive of the second half. It wasn't the fumble.
Sometimes no matter what you go over at halftime, no matter what you say, errors will result, and that's exactly what happened here. They were trying to change things from what happened in the first half. Instead, they continue to make mistakes.
On 1st and 10, it's Mostert.
5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
They'll stay on the ground with Mostert.
And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1.
Down at the 11-yard line. A gain of 4. And it's 3rd.
On 3rd down, here comes Mostert.
And he's got the first down as he gets it to the 8.
Well, someone's been having a good game so far, and you know something? A lot of it's been power running. They decided to turn him loose again on 3rd down, didn't they?
They did indeed. He delivered the tough yards. Now Garoppolo on the bootleg. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. Deebo Samuel was the intended receiver, but it'll be 2nd and goal.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
Nothing on first down, so the ball remains at the 8-yard line, 2nd and goal. Garoppolo going to hand this one to Coleman. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 9. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down.
I thought they were onto something with their play call and kind of went in reverse a little bit. Threw it on 1st down, then ran it on 2nd down. Not successful either way. What play call do they come up with here on this important 3rd down try?
A big play forthcoming. Here's 3rd and goal.
Looking to throw. Garoppolo escaping the pressure right.
That'll be caught by Ayuk. Touchdown 49ers. Brandon Ayuk.
His first touchdown on the year. And the 49ers add on to their lead. Always important to get the first score of the second half. Now you start to pull away a little bit and get some breathing room going.
And now we find out about the fortitude of the group that's behind, because they were counting on getting into the game a little bit more, right? Maybe they get the first score. That doesn't happen. It looks almost insurmountable, but it's not. Let's see how hard they play the rest of the game.
It took them an extra look, but they found out it is a touchdown indeed. The official says this one counts.
Conversion.
Garoppolo now. And he's got it. So the try for two successful. And that bumps their lead up even further.
Rams, nothing. Robbie Gould to kick off for San Francisco.
After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away.
Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And not willing to risk another fumble. He'll sit on this one. It's a touchback.
5-yard line.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line.
These guys had to punt last time. It has not been a very fruitful game offensively thus far. They haven't even made a trip to the red zone.
And I know that everyone's going crazy on that sideline because that drives you berserk to come off the field, not really move the ball well. As you said, not even get to the red zone, let alone, not even put points on the board. They've got to just take a deep breath, relax, try and figure out what is working, and call more of that.
On 2nd and 9, Goff. And heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Quan Alexander. And they will finally put it into the return, but not until he takes it back all the way inside the 10-yard line.
First down and goal.
And Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively of getting inside a quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, where's he going with the football? Because you can make an educated guess defensively. Not all the time, but sometimes. And when you're right, you've got a decent chance of coming away with the football.
Suddenly it's 1st and goal after the interception. A quick change in the situation here. So after the INT, it's Garoppolo to the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Partner, this is almost an unwinnable spot for a defense. They have to come right out for a 1st and goal, trying to stop them. But let me hold on a second. Let me take that back real quick. They can win here if they force a field goal try. Still a long ways away from that happening, but that has to be what they're thinking right now.
Here's a handoff to Mostert running left. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 9. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now 3rd down coming up.
This has not been a fun sequence for him at all. 1st and goal, no gain. 2nd and goal, he ends up losing yardage. He may be trying to talk him into getting the ball 3rd time, but I think it's going to be difficult for him to win that battle.
Well, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal. Looking to throw, Garoppolo. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off down at the 2. And he will score. Touchdown, LA.
I think this is where you have to have the term situational football in your head because this game is pretty much in the palm of your hand, and the one thing you can't afford to do, turn the ball over. Now you've given the patient a little bit of a heartbeat, haven't you? And now they're feeling it, and they're back in this game.
Yeah, still a little bit of a lead, but that makes things more interesting. We're still just in the 3rd quarter here. Point after, right down the middle. And they'll cut the lead to 21-7. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
At their own 24-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And following the pick 6, and they had decent field position in throwing that pick 6. We'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help him a little bit with maybe some really high percentage throws early to let him get settled back in.
But they told us they've got confidence. That's not a problem.
Yeah, not a problem at all. They just want to make sure they get things settled down a little bit for their offense and give their defense a little bit of a chance to rest.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Again, they'll run it with Mostert. A spin. He finds an opening past the 40. And he'll take it to the 43-yard line. Give him 14 on that one and a first down.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
Now a play fake. Garoppolo. Throw right side is going to be caught by Samuel. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. 19 yards there on the catch and run.
How about a guy proving his worth in different ways? Had the big play in the run game to play before. This time, they go right back to him in the passing game, and he comes through with yet another big play. That's why you work out so hard in the offseason, so you can stay on the field and accumulate big plays.
So from Rams territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line. On the handoff, this is Mostert. And he'll take this one down to the 36. He's brought down by Terrell Burgess.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
Line of scrimmage, the 36 on 2nd and 8. Garoppolo. They're looking for Kittle, but it's intercepted. Picked off about the 31. And his crew will take over with the football at the 35-yard line. So they elect to decline it.
And why not? Just go ahead and let the play stand, and they'll take that.
So the special teams penalty cost some yardage there as they come out on 1st and 10. Now a run with Akers. And he'll get this one up to about the 39 here. The pass rush specialist, D. Ford, in on the stop.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Goff now looking to throw. And the open receiver, it's Robert Woods. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. They'll run on 1st down with Akers. And he's got this one across midfield into 49er territory. Just what you want on a 1st down run. Call it 8 yards. And it's 2nd and 2. Goff. This one caught by Isabella. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. Here's Akers. And he's going to have this pretty close to a first down as the tackle is made at the Niners' 21. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. Now, yes, a 2-possession game, but a good chunk of time on the clock, so they have the ability still there to run it on 2nd and short, but maybe they need to pick it up a bit.
You're right, they did pick up the first down there, but they, as you mentioned, they have to pick up the pace now because it's a 2-possession game. They've got to get there twice to make sure they have a chance to win.
On first down, they'll stay with Akers on the ground. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. They picked up 5 yards last time. Now they double it and get 10 here. Consecutive plays now where that offensive line has really created a lot of space.
And we've seen the confidence rise, haven't we? It borders on arrogance now, and that's that good arrogance, believing you can run the football whenever you get good and ready.
And it's intercepted at the goal line. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. If they had designs of kind of wiggling their way back into this one, that hurts their chances right there.
They had to put it mildly, but look at the lead, look at the deficit, trying to make a play downfield. Everyone seeking to be somewhat the hero. Didn't turn out that way at all, and you're exactly right. It's going to take a lot for them to have a chance to win this one now.
It's Mostert to start the drive. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. Right off the bat, it's a first down to start the drive, 12 yards.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with. And throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a first down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They feel like they've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
They fake the give. Now Garoppolo looks to throw. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked off by David Long. And the possession is theirs at their own 43-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 43-yard line.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. The interception was a great starting point, but now they need points pretty quickly, down 2 scores. After the interception, here's Goff. Well, going for Jefferson downfield. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. So 2nd down, still 10 yards to go. Ball on the 43. A shotgun snap for Goff. And it's caught by Jackson. And he gets it down deep into San Francisco territory. That one good for 37 yards.
Oftentimes now, offenses aren't nearly as precise as days gone by. They just help receivers find an open patch of grass and let the quarterback find you. And that's exactly what they did on that play. First with the pass through the air, nice chunk of yardage there, and then additional pickup with his legs after the catch.
Now a throw left sideline here is complete. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
8 yards on the
facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards.
49ers 11-yard line.
They'll run out of the gun with Akers. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9.
Akers.
Not too many more ideal situations at 2nd and 2 in order to try and pick up a first down. They ran it and picked it up.
First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Here's Goff. They'll throw complete to Cam Akers. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. Down under 2 minutes to go in this football game. So it's Rams football here as we get you reset. They've got it second and goal as they look for a late touchdown. And this is caught now for a late touchdown. So hold everything here. This one's not over yet. Okay, game on. Don't go anywhere yet. You got a one-score game now. Probably going to rely on the onside kick coming up.
Yeah, they have to. It's not a high-percentage play, but it's better than not having a chance at all. And that's when you put your leapers and your flyers on one side, get that high hop, and hope that one of the guys can come up with it.
And on the other side, get that hands team ready.
No doubt about it.
Fielded near the back of the end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20.
First and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And this game not quite over yet. And we'll likely see them take all 3 timeouts defensively, so they can't just kneel this one out. They're going to have to try to run a few plays.
You're exactly right. They've got to get a first down and make them use up all their timeouts in order to feel like they have this one in hand. Well, that was one of the few times they've been able to contain him thus far. He's over 100 yards for the game, but he lost a bit off his total on that carry.
A second and 11 from the 19.
Garoppolo looking to throw. Well, that one almost intercepted. Far too loose with the football here. Nearly a 4th pick. And it's 3rd down.
Well, you most certainly don't want to go 3 and out here and give the football right back because your friend, Old Momentum, he's wondering if he should change sidelines about right now. And if you don't convert here, guess what? He's going to make the trek to the opposite side, and all of a sudden, you've got a battle on your hands.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Taking a shot for Samuel. Got his man complete. And all the way down to the 39. A big 3rd down play there for the Niners. 42 yards.
First down.
Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10.
Garoppolo going to give to Mostert.
And he's going to have just a couple here with a marker on the field as well. That hold coming from the middle of the line, the center.
And it's difficult for him because sometimes you've got people right over you, and as soon as you snap it, trying to get your hands up and block them, you can be a little bit late getting it done.
So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20. Here's Mostert. There to make the tackle, Samson Ebukam. Now the Rams will signal for a timeout, their 2nd, as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds left to go in the game.
43-yard line.
Second and long, but you got to figure this almost certainly another run.
Once again, it's Mostert.
Call it a gain of 5 that time. They'll be left with a 3rd down and about 9 to go. Now a timeout called for by the defense as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in the 4th. They need to get to the 29 if they want to pick up a first here on 3rd down. short of the first. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it's going to leave him with a fourth down.
So on fourth down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. This to make it a two-score game. This is right down the middle as he puts it through. And that will push the lead up to double digits now at 10. Well, a little drama there at the end, but really this thing was already decided. The late points get scored, and then it ends on the kickoff.
And I'm right there with you, partner. At the end of the game, they knew what they had to do. Just make sure you don't cough up the football at the end. Just take care of it, and victory was theirs, and that's exactly what they did.
So for San Francisco, the win means they'll finish the first half at a respectable 5-3 record. And they'll get another road test next week as they have to go to Lambeau to take on the Packers. Meanwhile,